Okay, so we're at the Best You, and I was walking around and I saw this lady who was really kind of composed, and she was just in a state, and clearly she was trying to manifest something. So I was like, okay, and I felt the energy, so I was like, I need to come over. And so here we are.
I magnetized you.
And you spoke to me, so
Yeah.
here we are. So
it's all perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
So tell us what do you do?
Yeah, so I'm a theatre healing practitioner and instructor. So theatre healing is an energy healing modality aimed at changing limiting beliefs into empowering ones. So there's a component where your connection to the creator, the divine universal intelligence.
Oh, love it. You're talking my language.
Yeah, and it's an incredibly comprehensive tool on working on issues, for example, with money and money. So people have blocks with money, relationships and love, so accepting and receiving love. Challenges in health as well, so we can get to what the underlying cause or root of an illness is. So sometimes it's genetic, sometimes it's environmental. We can identify where that's coming from. So people come from lots of different...
How do you identify with it?
Yeah, so a practitioner will connect to the energy of the divine, creator God, and they'll do an intuitive body scan, and they can see what the cause is. They're literally shown inside the body. So I can go into someone's energy and find out what their beliefs are, what they're running, what's holding them back, what their hopes and desires are. I can see their life purpose. I can see their potential future based on the decisions they're making today. And so when we start to change people's mindset, then the decisions they're going to make alter their future. So once we've changed the beliefs, I can see the new future they're going to create as well.
Wow.
So it's a very empowering way to let you create the future you want, rather than with most people they just go with the flow.
So, okay, you need to say your name again slowly. I don't think I got it, and they need to hear it.
Yeah, so I'm Anna Kitney. I'm the founder and director of Burjon, the UK's leading theatre healing training organisation.
Wow. So how did, you sound like Wonder Woman with all of these magical powers.
Right.
How did you come to this space?
So about 10 years ago, I was suffering from lower back pain. And around that time, my mum had done theatre healing, and I had been into a kind of conventional medicine. I had done some acupuncture, but nothing was fixing my back pain. So I phoned up my mum. I said, "Mum, can you just heal my back pain?" And so I went to sleep. She did it remotely. I woke up in the morning, the back pain was gone. I was like, "What did you do?" And she started talking to me about lower back pain is linked to fears around being supported, particularly financial support. So if you suffer from lower back pain like sciatica, have a look at what your beliefs are about being supported financially. So I was 30, thinking about having children and stopping work. And so back then I was a freelancer, so if I'd stop working, my income would stop, and that created a lot of fears. So Mum said she cleared some beliefs about being supported by my husband without feeling that I'm a burden, because most women feel that if they're not earning, they're not pulling their weight. So she changed some of those belief systems, and that created a spontaneous resolution of my back pain. So I was like, she was telling me this stuff that she couldn't possibly know. I was like, this is like psychic stuff, this is really cool. So a year later I gave birth to my son, and I wanted to increase my intuition, so I attended a class and I just got awakened. Something within me got just turned on, and by the first morning of the class I was learning how to do an intuitive body scan. In the first 4 hours you learn how to do an intuitive body scan and pick up information that you couldn't possibly know. And so since then I just started doing healings for people. And this was like a side hustle. It was like something that I was just enjoying, helping people, serving, because I loved it. I was changing lives. And then the founder of the modality, Vanessa Stable, came to the UK. I was like, right, I'm going to meet the woman and do my teacher's training. And by the end of the basic, I'm like, I can work with you one-to-one, but if I teach a group, I empower you for life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hear you 100%.
Yeah, message to millions. A lot of people need to reconnect with their intuition. They're so disconnected from what they want, their desires. They're so influenced by external, environment. They've lost their connection of what do I want, rather than society's intention for you, what society's imposing upon you.
Wow.
So it's a reconnecting to your life purpose, but also your soul's purpose. Why we are here.
Yeah, absolutely, because we all are here for a purpose.
Yeah.
It's the soul purpose, and that's it.
Yeah.
And sooner we come to that realization and stop trying to pursue the purpose of the flesh,
yeah,
then we can really get things done, right?
Absolutely.
Because they both want two different things, don't they?
Exactly. We have our human needs and desires.
Yeah.
And I think when most people are trying to create their lives, they're looking to what can I get? What's, me.
As opposed to
how can I serve?
Right.
Yeah. Serving my greatest good, knowing that all my needs will be met when I do so.
Absolutely. And it works like magic,
It
doesn't
does,
it?
yeah.
I know when people listen to what you were saying firsthand, they're like, no, this ain't for real. But when you've broken it down and brought your real story into it, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's really about whether people are ready to be open.
Be open, absolutely. I think more and more people are starting to open to the concept of meditation as a way to kind of get clear in the mind, and starting to develop emotional intelligence, which is what a lot of people are starting to kind of reconnect with. This is just the next level up to harness our intuitive ability, and we all have that intuitive ability.
We all got it.
Yeah, but it's like I've just used my like a muscle until it's gotten very, very strong, so I can pick up information very, very quickly. And so it's not that
Okay, so I need to ask you, come on, what did you pick up? What you pick up?
So-
Maybe we'll edit this bit though, depending on what she says.
So generally I don't tune into someone else's energy without permission, so it's kind of polite.
Yes.
So if you give me permission,
Yeah.
I can do a reading and a scan and tell you information.
Okay,
But
all right.
generally it's kind of like if somebody tells you,
Yeah,
oh, you've
it's
got
like
this list,
violating their space.
a violation of boundaries, yeah. So I'm
Okay.
respectful in that. So if
Okay.
you invite me into a
Yeah,
space,
yeah.
you want to know?
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know.
Okay, well obviously you could always edit it later.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, may I have your hands?
Okay.
Yeah, just helps with the connection. So is there something specifically you wanted to know about your life? Wow, okay. You have an amazing divine purpose. You're definitely doing God's work. You feel pulled in lots of different directions. You're a little bit overstretched with your various commitments. You've overcommitted yourself, so your energy's a little bit scattered. Your coach is very good. So you've got some doubt about your coach because he's more money orientated, like it's always about the bottom line, and you're like, how can I do God's work? And you're getting frustrated in that respect. You will find the middle ground where he'll learn to work in your style and you learn to work his. So you need to find your middle ground. I just see you being pulled in lots of different directions. The guidance I'm receiving for you is to, instead of going in 10 different directions, just choose your 3 main ones, and you'll achieve more than if you go in 10 different directions. Because it's like I can see like you're in a rowboat going in 10 different directions and you're swimming in circles. And so this is making it hard and slower for you, and it's feeling tiring. So I'm showing 3 primary directions. And I feel like you know what those 3 directions are, but you're scared to let go of those other things because you've made commitments and you want to honor those commitments. So going back to those projects or people, seeing what you can offload to somebody else or to delegate, to focus on those 3 things that is going to achieve far more in your lifetime than 10 or 20 of the others. Be more selective with who you work with.
Absolutely.
You want to help and serve so many people because you've got this big mission. What I'm being shown is you working with there's 4 people. So there's 4 people, and they're like the fate changes that you will coach that will then go and help millions. Rather than you feel like you have to help all the millions of people, because your divine timing is to serve millions. But it's not just through your efforts, it's through efforts of these 4 leaders who are not necessarily employed by you, but like you're a catalyst for their awakening and their purpose. You kind of coach them to their power. That's your gift, is to pull out their talents and help them to see their potential. And through those people, you'll reach your 7.23 million people. You're amazing. I love your purpose. Yeah. So.
You know what? We're actually going to keep this in, because that is, Andrew, is that not crazy? So let me show you what you just said. Well, you know anyway.
Okay.
So I've had a spiritual mentor for 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
We celebrated that 35-year journey in July, I think, last year.
Mm-hmm.
The very next month, so I'm about people, as I said.
Yeah.
The very next month, because I don't do business that well, because I'm about people.
Yeah.
I meet someone who is now my business mentor, and he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Right? So he's that guy that you
he's
said.
Good, but he's like always looking at the money,
Right.
and you're getting frustrated.
But now you just said, Andrew, how is she supposed to know that? And so the other thing is, I had a meeting with my team on Monday, this Monday just gone, where I told them that my purpose is not to work on so many people. I didn't get the understanding, but I know when I am told something, it's about being obedient.
Yeah.
And I had a meeting with those number of people on Monday, and he's one of them.
Ah, okay.
Ain't that true, Andrew?
He's got a lot of warrior energy.
Right.
He's like all about the battle and fight.
He is a warrior.
Yeah, he's worried, but he's making it hard for himself because he's in battle energy.
Right.
Yeah.
So
use that battle energy to be powerful and assertive and command people to come to you rather than battling for them to come to you. So it's a shift in energy.
It's crazy. What you just said is just crazy, because so I've been mentoring him, and he's been on my mentoring program. So I've mentored a number of people, but as you said, I've realized it's about selective.
Yeah.
So he was one of those few people that I said, you know what? I can see greatness in you. Didn't I say that to you?
Yeah.
But you need to go through training. And you just said all of that in 5 minutes. Like, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome.
much.
This was divinely orchestrated.
Absolutely. And remember, it started off by you being in spirit and me catching that
Yeah.
and saying, I need to connect with this woman. So I'm just trying to show you all out there that the invisible is far more intelligent, loving, kind, and knowledgeable than our minds. How could she have known that? How could I have known that? Like, he can't believe it. And when we show the rest of the team, they will not be able to believe it. Thank you so much for what
so
you're
welcome.
doing.
You're so welcome.
You're doing amazing work.
Thank you. You too. You too.
Wow. I'm so glad that we don't have a stand here today. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I would never have met
I
you.
understand. I understand.
Beautiful.
Oh, pleasure to serve.
Likewise. Oh, he would like your contact details because
Sure.
you're going to get a flood of people. So I think he
Yeah.
wants you to mention it, your name,
Oh, yeah, sure.
your website, your details. and
Yeah.
all that.
So, yeah, Anna Kitney. My company's called Bourgeon. So you can visit the website bourgeon.co.uk. So it's bourgeon.co.uk. So Bourgeon's a French word. It means to flourish, to grow. I'm not French. And all the details are on our website. So you can find out more about private sessions with our team. So we offer private healings. You can also attend one of our classes. So what I can do, we can teach you how to do that in 3 days.
In 3 days.
3 days. Yeah, these are some of my students.
Okay.
Yeah, is it true? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. The world, like I've been saying, the world has changed. There's just a bunch of people don't know it yet, right?
Yeah, but it's starting to shift. More and more people are realizing that this work is needed, and they're seeking, and those that are ready and open will rise and help the others. Yeah. And I
Wow.
think we all have our message. We'll all reach our unique audiences with the language and the energy that we attract. Our promise people. Yeah, and you have a lot of promise people. Time to get game on, right?
It's game on.
Game
It's
on.
beautiful. Thank you once again.
Okay, thank you.
It's a real honor. All right, we're done. Okay.
Okay.
That was a moment.